from the beginning of this country, it was white people who defined what America is. They started America, they defined what it is, and then they left certain people out of it. In the Declaration, it talked about the pursuit of happiness for all men. All men are created equal. But then they denied and psychologically abused other races in this country. And the crazy thing is that a lot of white people who are saying the things that this man was saying and that those other people were saying on the post, they don't believe that that is the same thing as what the forefathers did. They can't see it. You know what I'm saying? So America was started by white people, defined by white people, but other races that they welcomed here never had a say in that definition. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? And it has trickled down to the way America is today. You have a lot of white people in power, like governmentally, in the media, music, things like that, because it was them who set this country up and put government in place and said this is what we eat, this is what we dance to, this is what we listen to, this is comedy, this is that, and every other race didn't get the right to contribute until way later. So of course, you know, white people today who are disconnected from that history have no idea, like they don't recognize that this is really this culture that we call, that y'all call American culture, was really white culture, has been passed down for generations from our forefathers with limited contributions from other races. These people were government officials, and their kids became government officials, and their kids, and their kids, and their kids served in office, and their kids became president, and their kids, and their kids, and their kids. Okay, so now the black people and the other races in this country enslaved. Their kids were enslaved. Their kids were enslaved. Their kids were enslaved. Okay, now we're set free. But their kids are still being denied education. Their kids still don't know how to read. Their kids still don't know how to speak proper English. Their kids still can't go to college. Their kids, and it's. Do you understand? It's the same thing for years and centuries.
Low life expectancy, blacks, self-inflicted discrepancy. We our own worst enemies next to racist folks. Clinics convenient in our neighborhoods for their agenda, but we just can't stop having babies, so we choose to kill them. See how we got our part to play here now to make a difference. We ain't in change, them okay, blame everything on the system. It's time to make some use of our freedom. You never heard us? Well, let J. Cadence preach it. There was a man who walked the earth, and his name wasn't it, still Jesus. He got the answer, so just open and read it. I guarantee you'll rebuild.